Thank you very much. I will try to be brief because I think a lot has already been said very eloquently by the previous speakers. I'm going to change a little bit what I was going to say. I was going to say a little bit what they've already said, but they've already said it much more extensively and usefully. Well, given the context and given the number of people here, I think that the thing I would like to talk to you about is the important political element of Internet governance and the importance of all the different stakeholders that are involved. We have seen over the past few years, and this year and next year are particularly important, as has been said, the importance of a number of changes in Internet governance, the way Internet governance is appreciated by different stakeholders. We have to now make sure that the importance of the way in which the Internet functions and the mechanisms that are used to make sure that it stays open, secure, unfragmented, etc., continue in the future. And this requires a very important combination of the right characters, the right factors, the right people with the right ideas. And I think Sally has clearly identified the IANA function, for example, explaining what it is. It's not so complicated, but it takes up a lot of excitement and interest. Doesn't mean that it's not important. It has to be done properly. But there are many other aspects of Internet governance that also have to be looked at. So the Internet Governance Forum, which is what we're here to talk about and what comes next, is something that helps to bring together all the people interested in these issues in a relatively small number of people. If you think about it, if 3,000 people out of 3 billion users of the Internet come to talk about it, it's really a pretty small group. But I think the important element of the IGF is that it brings together these 3,000 people who represent other stakeholders who come from the European Parliament, who come from different governments like Brazil, like many other actors who come from the technical community. ICANN, as Sally said at the last Internet Governance and the IANA function, was a particularly interesting issue because of the IANA transition and the supervision of the IANA transition, its movement next to it. But many, many other issues are discussed at the IGF, human rights, security, etc., etc., and those will continue to be discussed. The European Parliament delegation to the IGF presented its report to the ITRE committee this week, and I see the name, you were all those of you who were at the IGF are here and contributed to that report, and I'm very encouraged to see that there are a number of new dynamic as well as the existing dynamic and active parliamentarians interested in Internet governance and who will bring this to the attention of the Parliament and bring this forward in the future. You have seen probably that the new Juncker Commission has identified the digital economy and the importance of Internet governance as one of its primary interests. Mr. Juncker has appointed a commissioner for digital economy and society, as well as a vice president for the digital single market. And Mr. Katainen, who's the vice president for growth and jobs, is also having a digital growth and digital jobs element in his mandate. So this shows also the importance that the Commission attaches to Internet governance. It's, of course, participated in all of these recent events and will continue to participate actively with the Council, with Member States and with Parliament, and I think by bringing all these members together we can have a really strong voice in the European Union. One other thing that I wanted to mention particularly, because I know there are a number of Koreans here, is at the ITU Plenipotentiary conference, which was just held, still this month because it only ended at the beginning of this month, started in October. I think the Internet governance discussions that took place there, which were very difficult, as they often are, and contentious and take a lot of time and effort. I think that the Korean chair of the conference was particularly adept and particularly helpful in making sure that those discussions ended successfully and did not expand the control of the Internet into governmental hands, as some participants might have liked to have seen. So I think that what I would like to underline as well here is the importance of internet governance at European level. We have Sandra here from Eurodig. I think this is an area where in Europe we have to really solidify and push and strengthen the Eurodig activities. Eurodig is the Internet Governance Forum for Europe. And I think by strengthening the regional, local, national Internet governance fora, we can strengthen also the Internet governance forum itself, the international one, and make it stronger, make sure that the recommendations of the CSTD working group are brought forward at the future Internet governance fora, and I'm sure Brazil will have an important role in making sure that next year's IGF is particularly useful, important, and goes forward. I know that you're very interested in that and have a commitment to make sure that future IGFs are even better than previous ones. So I think that those are the main issues that I wanted to raise with you. I want to encourage all of you to bring to the attention of your colleagues, contacts, stakeholders, cousins, neighbors, uncles, and aunts the importance of Internet governance, bringing it to the attention of the political leaders, and making sure that we continue to have an Internet that is open, free, secure, and unfragmented in the future. We owe it, I think, to future generations to have the benefits that we have all had of an innovative, dynamic Internet that helps also to develop and grow the economy. So I encourage you all to take on this challenge and continue with the work that you're already doing.